Oh, Jonjo, what a beautiful morning. Obviously the butterflies in the stomach, festival just around the corner. How are you feeling?
Yeah, this is probably the first weather we've had where it's what I call typical Tuesday of Cheltenham weather, proper spring weather. So, hopefully if we get this, I think it's soft at Cheltenham currently, but if we get this for the next 10 days, it'll be, it's going to be nice ground and gearing up nicely towards it.
And everyone in the industry, the buzz around the yard, you can really feel it, can't you?
Yeah, it's exciting. We've got a couple of nice chances, especially in the handicap chases this year. And they've been doing well all season, so no, we're looking forward to it. It's nice to have a couple of bullets to fire.
And what does it mean to you, the festival?
It's everything really. They all say it doesn't just gear around. Obviously, there's a lot of good races through the season, but you always are. If you're winning a good race through the season, you're looking at Cheltenham in the back of your mind. So it's a very, very special meeting. It's like a drug, and I've had one winner, but it's been a couple of years since. So. To get another one would be pretty magic.
Well, let's go through this year's contenders then, starting with Springwell Bay.
Yeah, Springwell Bay's done nothing wrong all year. Obviously won the listed novice chase in Chepstow, the first meeting. We pulled too hard at Cheltenham, then after that over 3. Good run behind Django Bay, splitting Django Bay and Caldwell Potter in December, and backed it up quite quickly, winning the 100 grand handicap on New Year's Day. I think he probably was harsh enough in the handicap. The ratings he got put up, I thought was a bit harsh because very soft ground. They went a real good gallop and the race fell apart a little bit. Obviously last year and before he'd have been running in the 2.5 Grade 1 novice chase, but obviously that's a novice handicap now. So he's got all options. I'd imagine he'll be going in one of the 2.5, either the novice handicap or the plate, and we'll probably make a call on the day. But he likes that track, and I think 2.5 is his trip if they go a good gallop. And if we thought he was a Grade 1 horse, he'd probably want to be going very close off top weight. I think that's the way I'm looking at it. So no, we're looking forward to him.
Can Crebilly go one better than last year?
Hoping so. He's had not as good a preparation this year. Obviously he ran bad the first day over hurdles, but he had a setback and he recovered nicely. I thought he had a good comeback run at Windsor over 2 mile. The ground was very gluey at Kempston the last day, and but he jumped a lot better, and his jumping obviously was a bit of his Achilles heel last year, but his jumping has been a lot better over fences this year. He's in the plate, which he was second in, and he's also in the Ultima. I think maybe a step up to 3 miles might just help him in the jumping department, but we'll have a look at the ground and see. But it wouldn't surprise me if he was able to bounce back to somewhere near his festival form from last year.
There'll be lots of green and gold at McManus at this year's festival, and it's like Johnny Hugh's going to carry it as well. Yeah, exactly.
JP's got a massive battalion going, and really strong in every department this year, which is great to see. Johnny Hugh was impressive the first day at Carlisle. Maybe got flattered a little bit in his performance, I think. Although Dan Skelton's mare did win a listed chase afterwards.
Are we on a bit of weather watch for Hasthing in his potential race?
Yeah, he definitely needs a bit of cut in the ground. I could see something like the Kimura suiting him, but he's also in the Midlands National, and he just needs a bit of cut in the ground. So we'll just have to wait and see. But he'll hopefully run that week, whether it's at Uttoxeter or Cheltenham, I'm not sure yet.
Lots of entries for Gypcot at the festival, and is he potentially maybe going before then?
No, I think if he's obviously qualified at Haydock in the Temps. Didn't quite think he got the trip in Haydock. He ran on very well in Windsor, but they went a very slow gallop. So I think it was a bit of a false run race. I think a Coral Cup would really suit him, or maybe a Martin Pipe, but he does need soft ground. So we just need to be on the weather watch for him. He's a lot better on soft ground, but I think a really strong run Coral Cup could suit him.
Could Country Park go? And obviously he gave you a horror for Ascot, and you both obviously unscathed from that.
Yeah, and it was just at that stage, he's a little bit difficult to work out how much he's going to find off the bridle. He ran well in Cheltenham in November. We're actually probably going to drop him back in trip to 2 mile. Just didn't feel the last day he quite saw it out as well as I thought. He's a horse that does want nice ground, but there's a nice race in him. He's probably just going to be a bit low to get into something like the county, so we might just look at winning a maiden hurdle with him, and then maybe looking at something like Ayr, you know, the Scottish champion hurdle or something, might suit him. Yeah, I think dropping back in trip might just suit him.
You've got quite a few options in the county. Look at the end. I don't know if you were going to run before then as well. We're Red and Blue's one in there.
Yeah, we're Red and Blue. The plan at the minute is to go to Sandown for the Imperial Cup. He was good. He was second to Wade out. Well, he unseated me the first day, but he was second to Wade out at Uttoxeter. Then he won at Carlisle. He bled from the nose at Ascot, but he was quite under the weather afterwards, which was a valid reason for that, and he got his season back on track at Kelso. You know, it wasn't much of a race, but he won very easy. I just think a really strong run race over 2 miles on a stiff track will suit him. So that's the first plan. If the ground was very testing, we would look at Cheltenham, but again, he might just be a bit low in the handicap. But at the minute, we're looking towards Sandown with him.
And which would be, you think, your strongest chance of another festival win and getting led into that winner's enclosure with all the cheering fans?
I think, so obviously, I'd like him to have less weight, but I think Springwell Bay has got all the credentials to go close again.
Best of luck, Jonjo.
Thank you.